Hey guys, it's Pieface, and I'm back with a shorter intro and another Minecraft video. Now in this episode, I'm going to be showing y'all how to use these. You've all seen them before, most likely. They're dragon heads. That's what these are. Now, I'm sure you've seen a lot of cool videos on how to use these. I think Grian made one. A bunch of people have made them. I don't think I've seen these uses anywhere, but correct me if I'm wrong, because I didn't do a lot of research before I made this video. Now, as you cannot see, because you probably can't tell, but I'm on the Tartarus server right now, so I won't be able to give you guys a world download for this one. But I'm sure you'll understand based on my explanations how to make these things. So the first thing is this like weird looking nub in the floor. And actually, if you right click on this little trapdoor pops up and you can just go right in, and there's a secret base. I don't want to know what happened in here. I'm gonna get out of here, it's a little spooky. But yeah, essentially all you gotta do to do this is dig your hole. Whoa, that hole was a lot deeper than I expected it to be. But you dig your hole, and then you just make a square, and obviously you're most likely not going to be able to make these in survival, most of these guys, because they're going to require a lot of dragon heads, and ain't nobody got time for that. I mean, if you really want to, if you really put your mind to it, I bet you could do one of these, but like it's going to get a lot. But essentially all you got to do is place them like I just did, and then just cover them up with some carpets like this, and then just do whatever you want with the rest of it, and you got your thing. I mean, you will have to place the trapdoor on one of the heads, and then put the ladders all the way down, but you guys know how to do that. I'm not going to teach you guys how to do that. You guys know how to play Minecraft at this point, probably. Anyways, this next thing, I mean, this dragon, I'm not gonna lie, it's pretty bad. Say what you want about it. I'm not very happy with this design. This wasn't really what I was going for. With this next trick, I mean, you could take it as a design to use in one of your maps, but this trick is just to show off some head modifications. Like if you use a wither skull in the mouth, I mean, it looks a lot better when it's on the ground because you can't see that the mouth is open, and you get like sort of a muzzle here, like a softer look. You don't get like the nostril things as much. They're a lot flatter. And it just looks a little better to me. This one actually looks pretty good too. It looks like kind of like that dragon from How to Train Your Dragon, the fire breathing one. I just kind of like the look of it. So it's just, you just put it at an angle, and you got to be facing this way when you place the head down. Unless, I mean, let's see. There's the alternative to that, which is this, which I guess could make sense. Like these two are the nostrils, and this is the mouth. That could make sense if you want to do that. It looks a little derpy, but I mean, do what you want, man. I'm not the boss. I'm just giving you some tips. You can take them and do whatever you want. In case you wanted to know how to build this really bad dragon, I just put an anvil down, placed a hopper into it, put some carpet on the anvil, slabs out to the sides, carpet on those, and I used some string to hold these carpets up. And then I used World Edit to put this button on here. But I'm pretty sure that's actually possible without World Edit. I'm just going to confirm or deny. Yeah, actually you can do that without World Edit. I didn't need to do that. Anyways, yeah, it's fine. See? Okay. You can do this in survival. So that's nice. Anyways, this next thing is pretty cool. It's like a little space console thing, like a control thing. You could put it in your spaceship. And then if you power the heads with redstone, it looks pretty cool. You get a little functionality down there with maybe some like air pumps or something, but it's just like a little, it's pretty subtle, but it's there. So yeah, and I have a little redstone down here that's just to get the heads to activate at the same time so they don't go like out of sync. And yeah, so this next thing is a little more complicated. So you want to start out, let's see, just build a big old tower, and break it up. Break up some 2-block sections, just like this. 2 blocks of air, 1 block of block, and you want 7 blocks. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I don't need this one. And then what you're gonna want to do is grab an armor stand, and this part can get a little finicky. So you want to place one for every direction, like this. Just do that, and then I mean, you really what you want to do. This technique is what I used to make this first one, and you can see it's a little off. So you just gotta keep placing them until they look right. And I ended up with this as my final result. I'm okay with it. I'm not too bothered by it being off a little bit, but you know. So you want to put the dragon heads on all your guys. So there you go, and then just break all the blocks to get them to fall. Make sure that it's okay if you build this a little higher than you want it to be, but it's hard if you build it a little lower, because then you'll have to use pistons to push your armor stands up, and that's no fun. So this next part, I mean, you don't have to use pistons. You could teleport them around if you want, but pistons I think would be easier. This next part involves a little bit of world edit, because you're going to want to build what you want to use as your tower. This is as your little shaft in the middle. You could just keep it like this little wooden weird cylinder thing, but what I did here was I built this thing with some cobblestone walls and an end rod, and then I just selected it and then copy and paste, and I just pasted it into the middle there, and I actually want to add a button on top of this. So you could just use set block or something, but I find this a little faster and a little easier. You don't have to use fancy data values or anything. Just copy paste the button on top of there, and you get the right orientation every time because you placed it like that, and so there you go. Now this actually turned out pretty well orientation wise, but yeah guys, that is that one. Now the thing with crossing the 4 noses into each other works with when they're in an item frame as well. If you just put 4 of them in one block and then put 1 in each, and then you can rotate each one and get it to some pretty cool designs. I do not want a swastika to be in this video though, so I'm just gonna keep going until it's not a symbol of the Holocaust. Yeah, okay, that is not a swastika anymore, I don't think. So there we go. Trying to be as little offensive as possible. Now this is a kind of a variation on the first design with the hole in the floor. Now instead of placing these guys on the ground, I placed these guys on the wall back here, which is important because they're a little farther apart. Now you don't really need to do that, but I did just to make the redstone easier. I just power all of them, and then you get this weird suction-y like iris thing, and that's not rendering correctly, but yeah, it's just kind of weird and kind of alien looking. But yeah, that is essentially all I have for you guys today. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe if you want more videos like this one. And have a good day. A burr.